Right, it looks like we are live. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy day after 4th of July. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using this gift that I got. It's so great. So 3, 2, 1, live. All right, wonderful. So who am I and why do I do this? My name is Workman-Lopez. My company is Sparks Hope, and I do this to help you reset your mindset. And it's important to do this on a consistent basis, which is why I do this weekly. The idea is if you get off track, you just get right back on track. If you find yourself kind of blocked or dealing with obstacles, you take them on and you keep taking them on. This is a journey. This is a life set up for you to just continue to develop yourself, continue to see how you're doing, to continue to evaluate where you're at, and then move forward. We have created this experience in life like we're supposed to deal with consequences and challenges with a lot of stress and a lot of drama and a lot of, and that's not necessary, right? You fill in the blank of whatever it is that you've learned to practice when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed or feeling stuck. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about how you can work on these areas when you are feeling stuck. What else can you choose? A lot of times we're going through experiences and we just don't know how. It's like, yeah, that's nice. You're giving me this great advice, but I don't know how to choose freedom. And this week we're going to stick with freedom because that's what yesterday was all about. And we think about our country as being free. But are you free? Is your mind free? Is your life free? Or are you feeling burdened and tied down and heavy and weighed? Are you feeling tired all the time? Or you feel like you're stuck in procrastination? Or maybe you're feeling like you're stuck in overwhelm, or you're having struggle with focus or clarity. Or you might have a whole list of things. You might say, well, constantly dealing with feeling anxious. I'm constantly dealing with feeling like I have to be perfect. Constantly dealing with judgment from other people, or I'm constantly dealing with negative thoughts within my own mind. Everybody else is fine, but it's me. Everybody deals with things differently. And so your story might sound like one of these, all of these, or it might sound like, I just don't feel anything, nothing. So if you'd like to make those changes, that's what I'm here for today. And today, of course, is not going to be the end all be all, right? This is something that is important to continue to work on. But what I do is I give you tools to begin to understand if you have this stuff going on the subconscious level, you can't just automatically change it. It's programmed, meaning there's what you would call a critical factor. So think about it like a little bulldog or a pit bull, or any kind of, you could be even a little yappy dog. I love the yappy dogs, not when they're yapping, but I love little dogs. And the idea is that factor, that critical factor, is there to protect you. It's not there to hurt you. So be kind with yourself through all of this. So think about the subconscious mind as being there, and that's where you put all of your information, all of your truths, all of the things that you believe are going to keep you well. And then the critical factor is there to protect it all. So those programs are running and you can't get to them just in the natural way of saying, I'm going to change that. No, that's etched in there. But if you allow yourself to begin to learn tools and techniques to get you into the subconscious mind, which really is not a big deal, guys. People think that this work is like, woo, it's woo-woo. It's not spiritual. It's not God. It's not, oh my gosh, those are such scary thoughts. It's not true. God gave us your subconscious mind. God gave you your conscious mind. God gave you your spirit. God gave you your emotions. All of that stuff is natural. We just have been taught to be afraid of it. We've been taught stuff to avoid it and don't go in there. No, that's a scare. Don't go, no. At all. God gave you your body, your mind, your emotions to be in control of them. You're the driver. You're not supposed to avoid them or pretend that if you look at them or work with them that something bad is going to happen. When I was 17, I was going to a church, and there's still churches who will say this now, that working with your mind and doing any kind of mind work is about letting in evil spirits, and it's about allowing people to control your mind. Do you know it took me 20 years because I believed that. 20 years before I actually did any kind of mindset retraining work. But they were wrong. He was wrong. The next 5 to 8 years, he was cheating on his wife and doing all kinds of crazy things, but I believed in him. I believed in his word. And here's the interesting thing. Taking someone's word and believing it to be true and living your life under that is self-programming. I allowed that to go in because it's not that difficult to reach the subconscious mind. We just don't know how it happens. When we are listening to somebody who we believe in, who we believe has authority, we allow it to go past the critical factor. Plus, there was already things in the back of my mind, in my subconscious mind, that believed that negative things could happen. I believed that, if you question God, that bad things would happen to you. I believed that if, you did any questioning, there's the potential of opening yourself up to evil spirits and stuff like that. Because I watched the movie Exorcist at a young age, and I realized it was based on a true story. And so, yeah, I was terrified. And so really, what he spoke just tapped into what I already had and confirmed more. But now it confirmed with this space of authority, this space that I believed in, this space that I thought had a bigger connection to God than me. People around you are just people around you. They're just men and women who have done some education, who have had some experience. That's it. They're not bigger. They're not better. They don't run you. You get to run you. You get to be in control of what's going on, any negative thoughts, any procrastinations, any perfectionisms, any judgments about yourself or what you're doing, anything that's blocking you from moving forward in your relationships or your business. You get to have that. You deserve that. So what I'd like for you to do is, if you don't mind, go ahead and share this. Share this on your page. You can share it in your groups. Share it wherever. I want people to realize that they do not have to be stuck in these things that they believe are the truth. Because why? Because somebody said so? Because some authority figure said they know you better than you? Nope. We don't have to do that anymore. Not anymore. You get to allow yourself to understand what's going on with your thoughts. Understand what's going on, because we can look at your results, look at your actions, look at what's being created over here to be able to understand that. I've created various blueprints, and I've had years of personal development, years of training. I've got my bachelor's degree, my master's degree. I've got so much personal development. It's coming out all of my orifices. But what I found is there was a practice that wasn't being done and related to helping our thinking and our subconscious mind. And that's where that stuff is. That's where we're stuck. And so what I'm going to do today is just go over a little bit of that information with you so you can get some tools to begin to practice. Because what people do is they just give you ideas and they just give you suggestions, but they don't show you how. And that was the biggest thing for me. I was always saying to myself, I appreciate these people with their good intentions, but good intentions can really create a lot of problems. Good intentions can really hurt people. And that's what I found. I found that people's good intentions were just hurtful. All their good advice. Well, just do this. Just go to church. Just read the Bible. Just get a therapist. Well, I was doing all of that. But what I needed to do was just begin to understand how to realize what I was doing with my own thoughts, what I was doing with my past trauma. That therapy wasn't really teaching me to do. They were giving me more good advice. I loved them and I learned a lot. Every therapist I had, I invested into, and they invested into me. There were things that were missing. And the things that I saw missing, I began to practice in my coaching with my clients. And I've gotten results for all of them. There might have been 2 that weren't really invested. And so they didn't do what I asked them to do. And they continued to say, oh, well, this isn't working. Okay. Well, when you don't allow yourself to do any of the work, you're not going to see any of the results. And that was only, we only did a couple sessions. But there were some that I saw the progress, and they would see the progress, but then they'd revert back. And they'd want to be in their victim mode. No, it's not working. It's not working. I thought it was working, but it's not working, right? If people want to stay stuck in their beliefs, we can't stop them. So I won't stop anyone if they want to stay stuck in their stories, if they want to stay stuck in their victimhood. They totally can. But I'm here to say, if they want to step out, if you want to step out, then you totally can. And there's ways to do it. And it doesn't have to take that long. I've worked with clients and they see results in the very first session. I've had folks who haven't even worked with me who have seen these lives and have said, oh my gosh, that helped me so much. I just met with a massage therapist, beautiful lady, great massage therapist, by the way. So if you're interested in massage therapist, she's in Sanford. It only took me about 25 minutes to get there. We were networking. She was really good, right? She does so many different modalities. So let me know, because I'd love to connect you. Okay. She reached back to me and said, I already have a different mindset. I already see so many things that you were sharing with me during that time. And that was within the time that we networked, and she gave me a massage. So I want you to know this stuff is very doable. This stuff, you deserve it in your life. You are in control of your mind, your body, your spirit. You just don't know how to. So learning the tools how to is important. And the idea is you learn the tools, you continue to practice them, you see what works, great, you got it down. As you practice, you see what doesn't work, great. You want to see what doesn't work. Instead of thinking about it as a failure or, oh my gosh, it's not going to work, good, let's see what doesn't work. So then we can use that to help you make the changes. So number one, you could see the very first thing is get support in breaking this stuff down for yourself. See how it's getting in your way personally. And then we can create a blueprint plan for you so you can see, okay, so this is where I feel stuck. This is what's working. This is what's not working. This is what I've tried. This is why it didn't work. Or this is what I tried and I'm not sure why it didn't work, but these are the results I got. Then we're able to break that down and create a roadmap for you. We're able to help you to see, wait a second, I do have the ability to figure this out. I can break this down when I have somebody kind of guiding my mind, because when your mind is feeling stuck, your mind is feeling stuck. You can't just get out of it on your own. And that's okay. I have coaches even now. I have a therapist even now. I have a couples therapist, same person, even now. But I have other coaches that I work with, and we have masterminds. We continue to do this work. It's something where you continue to break it down. And if that's not something that you're constantly doing, then yes, you need help to have somebody help you break it down, like a player on the field. They need a coach because the coach is going to help them see things they can't see. That's all it is. Do not tell yourself you have to do it alone. Do not tell yourself you're not allowed to ask for help. It means you're weak. Whatever it is you tell yourself not to get help. I can't afford it. I don't have time. I couldn't afford it and I couldn't have time. And yet I was able to save up for every course I needed to take. I was able to make the time for everything I needed to do. The same is true for you. You might not be able to see it yet, but start with the breakthrough call. And we'll get you there, right? And my information, let me go ahead and show it to you. You could go right here, and you could see my phone number. You could see my website. You could text me, you could call me, whatever it is you like. It doesn't matter. Get that down, 954-657-3407, or Tammy Sparks Hope, or Tammy at sparkshope.life. Got it? And the website is sparkshope.life if you want to just take a look at that. You've also got all these recordings that I've been sharing with you. So don't hold yourself back. It's so important that you allow yourself to get everything that you need. Let me go ahead and close this. That way I can see you guys again. Okay, perfect. So you want to allow yourself to begin to do that. The other thing that we're going to begin to do together is help you to see where you are practicing negative programming within your subconscious mind. Some of it will be conscious, you'll be aware of it, but a lot of it will be subconscious, whereas you're doing that, I'll be able to break stuff down for you and show you how maybe you're not listening, or maybe you're listening to the incorrect thing. You're believing something that's just not supporting you. And the idea, the more you become aware of it and bringing it to the conscious mind, and we're going to be writing it down. So that way the conscious and subconscious mind can go, ah, that stuff's not in there now. Now your mind can get creative. Now you can feel less stuck. And I'm not just telling you this stuff, I'm showing you as I'm walking you through how we would do it. So you could start this stuff right now. You could allow yourself to take a piece of paper and fold it in half and write down those negative thoughts. And you might be like, well, I don't know what the negative thought is. If it makes you feel a negative emotion, that is a negative thought. And you might say, well, but it's a negative thought. It's not anything I need to write down. I can't change it. It's the truth. That, my dear, is a negative thought. When you believe that what you believe negatively is the only way to do it, you might be like, well, that's weird. Yep, that's weird. But that's how it works. That's the programming you've got going on. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just some programming that needs to be reprogrammed. You're going to do it, not me, just like I'm showing you how to do it right now. I'm just going to guide you to show you how. I've had hundreds of people teaching me things along my, well, probably thousands of people teaching me things along my lifetime. I didn't learn this stuff on my own either. I didn't learn to walk by myself. I didn't learn to eat by myself. None of us even learned how to wipe ourselves without help. It's okay to get the support and guidance that you need to get where you want to go, right? And then allow yourself, as we work together, we're going to see what works and see what doesn't work. So we're just going to refine it down. We're going to get clarity and help you to see what to focus on and see if there's things that, which is the case, there's things that you're focusing on that are blocking you, that don't need your attention. But because it seems so big and you don't know how to break that down, you can't move it out of your way. And you might say, oh, yes, I can, and I could do it myself. Yeah, but why? You've got better things to do. You're better at other stuff. Don't worry about that stuff. Do what you're good at and allow people to do what they're good at. So you don't have to be struggling along the way and have such a hard time. I'm 46. I wished I would have listened. I mean, I have done the work, but I wished I would have, well, no one even said this, but if I had gotten coaches sooner who could help me break this stuff down sooner, that would have been really cool. But I didn't even know to do that. I was just doing what I found along the way. I was getting mentors and personal development training and all that stuff, but it was so general and I didn't realize that. I needed to realize how to break it down for me, specifically for me, in my life, in my thoughts, in my business. I didn't even know how to do that. So I took in this training and that training and this training and that course and this course and that course and this and this and this and this and this and this. So I'm not complaining, maybe a little, but what I am saying is you don't have to wait as long as I did, or even if you're older than me, you don't have to wait longer, because age is just a number. But if we have a certain amount of time, it is a number when we're closer to that certain amount of time. Make sense? All right, so to wrap it up, you're going to allow yourself to start to take a look at where do you feel stuck? What are those negative thoughts that you feel are holding you back? What's the negative patterns that you're doing? And you're going to reach out. You've got my information right over here. You're going to call, you're going to message me, you're going to go onto that website and you're going to book a session, whichever works for you. And you're going to let me know so we can help you create a roadmap. We can help you to begin to see what are the real areas blocking you, not just what you could see on the conscious level, but what else? So you can get clear and get that stuff out of your way. Because you know what you know. We're going to work with what you know. And then I'm going to help you to see what you're not seeing. And then you and I working together will help us both see other things that you were not seeing. And then it'll help it to become clear, getting more and more out of the way. So then you can move forward with speed. You can allow yourself to feel that clarity. Allow yourself to release that overwhelm because you deserve it. That's my reminder to let you know that after this, I'm heading over to Clubhouse and we're going to do some more mindset reset work, but we're going to be doing it reading from the book, Jesus Calling. And I can't think of her name is Sarah. I can't think of her last name, but really good. So meet us over there. The Clubhouse room is called Mindset Reset with Coach Tammy Starr and Miriam Wright. All right, you guys, I appreciate your time. I love that you're looking at yourself, taking this on. You deserve it. Allow yourself to share this. Other people don't know this. You could just say, oh my gosh, I saw this. I thought it was cool. I wanted to share it with you. Do not share it by saying, you know that problem you have? This could fix you. Don't do that. It makes people feel broken. And it's very condescending. If they shared with you and they said, oh, I'm looking for answers, cool. Then you could say, remember you said you were looking for answers? This I think could be that answer. Then that works out great. But don't approach it like that person needs to be fixed because they're broken, because you're not broken and they're not broken. There's just some programming that's out of alignment. It's no longer fitting what needs to be. All right, you guys, bring it in. Big squishy hugs. I hope you have a wonderful after Independence Day and week. You take care of you and know that you're loved. All right, you guys, you take care of you. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Let me know your questions. Let me know your ahas, and let me know anything that you would like for me to address, because your questions guide me every week on what I'm going to be talking about for the next Wednesday. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao for now.